We're here.
Hey everybody, my name is George Moore, owner of Moore's Sewing Center in Southern California, and I'm here with Kathy Brown from
Texas.
We're in Texas, Austin, Texas. It's nice and air conditioned in here.
Thank goodness.
It's over 100 degrees outside.
Right.
Did I tell you that? You haven't been outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're at the Brother Experience. This is where Brother displays all their new product, and boy, there's lots of it.
So
but
excited.
we decided to do a documentary,
Right.
okay, of all of our experience in the classroom. So what you're going to see, we're actually here for the next 3 days, but we're going to compile it all together.
But we're
and then
bringing
share
you with us.
We're going to share
bring
in
you
the
with us.
Brother Experience.
Right,
so
right.
let's take a look at the first classroom, shall we?
That's right.
Okay, so we're at our class. I'm trying to do this in selfie mode. Hey, we're at our class and we're going to take another look at multi-needles at the Brother classroom. So we're going to walk in this here and we'll share what we're learning, but you might be surprised at what we'll learn, because Brother is going to open up our eyes to a whole nother experience with multi-needles.
Because you never can know everything. But
Sometimes you can know a little bit of everything and nothing. All right, so we're having fun here.
You ready to
so
learn?
we're going to open the door here.
Let's open the magic door.
All right, open the door, and I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, so right here we have, we're early, so we don't have as many people in the classroom here. Have you picked out a spot for us?
I have. This is our magic machine, George.
Okay, so this is, what is this? This is the PR1055X.
And we're gonna do, I'm guessing we're gonna do hats.
Okay, so we're gonna tune out for now, and then we'll come back and we'll explain it. So we're here with our favorite educator, Colleen. Let's see if we can zoom in on her.
If people come in, then we'll let them catch us. We'll catch them up. So
we're
I'm
gonna let her
Colleen.
talk,
This is Sherry.
but
We're
they're gonna
here
give us,
to guide
we are
you through a
back
couple
to
of
school
projects
here
and get
at the
you
Brother
to know
Experience.
the
You didn't learn
PR
anything?
1055X. So I want to ask a question first. How many of you have own or have played with?
So, Kathy, what do you have here?
Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing a hat, and we're learning how to use this really cool, easy to load hat hoop.
Why are you whispering, Kathy?
I don't know.
We're in the middle of a class. Oh, okay. So,
We're in the middle.
so what is this? This is a flat brim cap.
So it's stopper, yeah. And then so when you put this in, it's super easy because this goes into the seam line and you know the center right away. And what the teacher just explained is sometimes you can do different spots. And that's trendy right now.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm putting the lazy load hat hoop, clicking it in, and see how it just easily goes on in, and it clicks on into position.
It's a ratchet. Not for sure.
Right, and then you just take this little handy holder and pull it on down. And
Did you lock it?
I haven't locked it yet, but I'm going to lock it. It's that easy.
Down there. All right, so what, now you're going to put it down there?
Huh?
Did you put it in there already?
I put it in there. It's so fast. It's so fast you didn't even see it.
That was so easy.
It's so fast you didn't even see it.
Okay, all right, so,
So now we just take it off when you're ready to go on the machine.
okay, then it's
We're
my
waiting for
turn.
the rest of the-
I want to do it.
It's your turn.
Sure. Okay, so what we have here, this is the framing gauge, and the benefit of this, you saw how easily Kathy could put this on the hat on the frame. But this is just representing what is actually on the machine. So right here we have the driving mechanism. And the driving mechanism is what stitches this out in a cylinder manner, which is different than in your flatbed machines. They have a flat hoop. So this attaches right here. Put it on here. And I simply just line it up.
You're right.
Now I can program the design I want to place on this hoop. And the nice thing about this machine knows exactly what hoop I have on there, so it can make placement appropriate. So let's show you that. So what's trendy today in caps is having a design, a simple design to one side corner, okay? And sometimes that's hard to position and hoop your hat just right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually take this and move this to the corner right here, okay? But I wanna show you how easy this is to position. So I bring up this icon, and what this does, it actually shows me a bird's eye view. There is the cap. Okay, so you see my finger right there, okay? That's where I want it, okay? And I position, and I can actually position my needle placement in several different places. So I have it, in this case, I want it right here. Actually, there's my crosshair. I have it right in the center, so I could have it right there. So that kind of gives me an idea of that corner. Okay, so that's where I have. Now, if you see here, I can move it and see it right where I want it. So that's exactly, so there's the seam right where I want it. Could it be easier than that? Okay, so
No, I don't think so.
That's on the PR 1055X. This is why this is the most advanced embroidery machine, bar none. 10 years. It has the built-in camera. I get excited every time I show this. I know this. I've done this 100 times. But I love this technology. It's going to save me a lot of time. Okay, so can you hear all those machines stitching around there? Isn't that wonderful? All these machines, we're all learning. Well, Kathy, what are you going to talk about?
Okay, so now what we're going to do, because this machine is so easy, what we're going to do is we're going to assign the colors that we want. It already thinks it wants us to do a certain thread color, but you know what? We have 10 thread colors we can choose from. We're just going to magically tell it what we want it to do. So right now it has us doing a blue, a gold, and a green. I don't necessarily want to do that. So let's change that. So we're going to use the magic wand, and we're going to tell it we want color number 1. Well, that's blue, so we're okay. But we're going to go to number 2, color number 2.
Number 2, what are we talking about? So over here, these are numbers, right?
Right. So this is 1, 2, 3. There's already
So
numbers.
really 2 is number 4 here, where we're threaded. So we don't want to rethread the whole thing, right?
No. It's easy to do, but we don't really know how to do it because we want to be fast and easy.
So show us
So
how
what
you
I
can
can
change
do, so what I'm going to do is the next color, I'm going to go down to number 2, okay, and then I'm going to take my magic wand, and I want that to be my number 4, which is my yellow. So I just touch the button.
So I never have to rethread this if I have the color.
You don't have to. And then if you're doing a ton of caps, it's already going to come up to that, and it's going to do it. The other thing that's cool is, notice the machine, it has the hat hoop on, it automatically set everything up for it. So it's automatically set it up
So
for
what
the
is that? That's
massive 600
That's the
stitches in
maximum
it.
you should do it.
For a hat, that's perfect. And the machine knows that, and it's going to automatically set us up for that.
Okay,
It's
so
going to set us up for
let's
success.
get going. You couldn't do this with a flatbed machine. I mean, what do you think about? Can you make money with hats?
You think so?
Yeah.
The instructor just shared with us that a hat like this, her grandson went in and paid almost $50 for a hat like this.
Now this hat frame is available for all the brother, and also the brother-in-law frame of Milton Right, Kathy. I think it's about finished up.
It's almost done.
Okay.
So that took 5 minutes. I don't know even.
Okay, so it looks like it's going to be done here.
It's going to be done. So it's going to come back to its happy place, and then.
Oh, it gives me a little flashing lights.
Well, it lets you know.
Until you finish. So what are we going to do?
Lets you know. So we're going to take it off. So we're going to pop it off.
Okay, what do we
Take it
got?
off, and all you have to do is unlock it to release it. Just like that. This top just pops right off. Got clips on the side.
This is
Don't
live
forget to
action.
take those off.
Live action hat
Live
stitching.
action. This comes right on off. Get ready to do the next hat, and you could be
Look at that.
so
Oh,
trendy.
you're a star in my book.
And then you do one on the back.
Oh, gosh.
So we did this really cool design on the table runner, right? So it's a beautiful design, and it's stitching. We put it on the sash frame, and the sash frame on the machine.
Well, I noticed there's this table
It's
too.
supported by a support table. Now here's the cool thing. This frame is magnetic and has a V-shaped channel on either side. But these magnets, they're powerful magnets, they fit in there. They're so powerful, like I said, they hold a huge jacket. Now, what I did is we put it on there. We were able to just lay the project on. We used the camera to position it, and we just snap these magnets in, and it holds it beautifully. So you're stitching the design. Naturally, it's a multi-needle, so it went from one color to the next, and it just stitched this beautiful design on there when we placed it. Now what we're going to do when we finish this design, all we have to do, take off some of the magnets and just slide it down. Not only is hooping easy, but re-hooping is phenomenally easy.
Okay, so Kathy, so what we have here, you have, again,
So you take
you've
off
got the
magnets.
design done.
Right, the
You have
design's
the
done.
magnets that are just on this side.
Right, we just have the two magnets holding it on. So now all we have to do is we're going to grab the project. We're going to support the hoop because that's just what we do. And all we have to do is just slide it down.
Oh my goodness.
Now notice it stayed in orientation as well. See how this line was there? It just slided to the right-hand side and we just pop the magnets back on.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. So you could do continuous borders with this. I've seen it done with quilts.
And see, it's so powerful it can hold your quilts. So imagine doing the borders around your quilts just like that with embroidered quilting, because it's going to hold that big quilt. And with the support table, it's going to support the weight of it.
Okay, so this table, you can see this table right here.
Yeah.
It's supported. There's the open arm underneath, and you've got these rails that comes with this machine.
Right.
It's an option for their other models.
But it's on the machine. Now, it's on there to support. But here's the thing. If you want to flow to the other, you say you want to do a hat after you do your quilt, it just slides right on. It's just as easy as switching over. Everything about this machine is easy.
Okay, so go ahead and put those magnets on. Okay, so yeah, since the shape, turn it so I can see the shape real quickly on this. So that's an extreme V.
It's an extreme V, and what happens is it pinches it on there just like that. So it holds, and you have the arrow to show you exactly how it's going to go on. So you just position your thing, snap that hook on, and it's wicked easy.
I like that technical term.
It's that's a technical term.
Okay, so you got one more. Where are you going to put
Right
it? Right over there. So
Oh.
see.
And
Very forgiving.
Very forgiving, and you can kind of just sort of get them on there, and if you have to move it, everything is held by the other ones. So if we weren't yamma and talking and doing video, I could get this rehooped in 30 seconds flat.
Okay.
And I'm ready to do my project, ready to place it using the systems in the machine. So I slid it over, right? So now we're going to do the next one. Here's the cool thing about this machine. I pulled up the camera, and you can see how it's literally overlapping. And so all I have to do is use my positioning, and I literally see that it matches. I can go and make it to the thread.
So let me see. That's the design that's already stitched out.
And you can see the thread. Can you see the stitching, right?
Okay, that's actually thread.
And this is the representation of the next.
That's virtual. That's virtual.
It's a virtual one, and so I can come over here, just one click, and I can see
Now you
exactly
can
where.
slow that down too. So
I can. So see the ones down here. So I can say I want this one, and I want to
moves
go
less.
slower and less. Exactly.
Almost one stitch at a
Almost
time.
literally a stitch at a
So
time.
this is the most advanced positioning system.
Exactly.
Real-time and
Exactly.
positioning.
Exactly. I want it a little bit more. So I can get it exactly where I want, and I know before I put stitch. Check it out. I can see that I'm a thread away. And
Right into your face.
now I'm touching. It's all good. So see, I know exactly before I'm stitching exactly that it's right where it needs to be. So check it out. Not only am I trendy, but this machine,
Look at
this machine can embroider anything. Look how fast and easy this was.
So you could have continued that on like for a tablecloth or anything. That same technique.
Remember, this could be the border in your quilt, or you're going around a garment in a skirt or whatever. See how easy it was to make it perfectly match.
So this is like rebellious embroidery. The way you're wearing that hat.
I told you, I'm trendy.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Kevin. So this is the ultimate embroidery machine. 10 needles. It has all the functions of a luminaire, and with that open arm, I can embroider on anything. Look at these little shoes and the hats. Oh, and the hats. There's lots of samples of hats you can do with it. And then the detail, like this shirt right here. Typically, a person thinks of this only for a business, and that is half the people buy this for business. But really, I sell more than half, well, maybe about the same, for the enthusiast, the person that wants the ultimate of everything. So the Brother PR1055X is truly the ultimate. So let's go on to the next class.
All right, everybody. So welcome to the Artspira Immersive Gallery. The Artspira app starts with you. The creativity doesn't happen without you in the platform. So the first thing we're going to do is throw you right into Artspira. We're going to take your picture, and then we'll all go into the gallery together after we all get our picture taken. So get your picture taken, mill about, and then we'll come all together and go into our room. Sound good? It's good.
What you got there, Kathy?
Oh my goodness. So what they did is they took our picture and then they printed on a fabric. Check it out. So they printed mine and I didn't even break it.
So what you can see here is you see that's part of the Artspira, and
Right.
so they quilted. It's like a quilt block.
It is,
With
it's
the
a quilt
print.
box. So what I could do, I literally have my own fabric. So I could make my souvenir quilt from the Brother Experience, and because I already had me printed on fabric.
Nice.
Is that nice?
That's so cool.
I know.
That's so cool. So we're outside the new print moda
This is one exciting.
class. Yeah, I'm so excited. And actually, we just toured this whole experience center. And so what this experience, what it had all these different samples that we can print on the print moda. And then you saw that thing with the scan and cut.
Oh my gosh, because all the machines integrate now. So I could take the image, right? They should even give you the image there. Take that, enlarge it with Artspira, right?
Yes.
Take it,
And send it to the scan and cut.
send it to the scan and cut. And then
You're speechless.
I am. There's possibilities, the creative possibilities are my mind's blown.
Yeah, and so Artspira, it has all those projects for embroidery, scan and cut, and the print moda as well. I'm doing this as a selfie, so sorry.
So, but if you don't think you're creative, here's the cool thing. They've been creative for you just to get you started.
Yes.
And you do any one of those projects, and
Yeah.
what happens is it inspires you to do your own project, your own version of that, and integrating all these different cool things.
Okay, so we're gonna go in that classroom, and then we'll take
Keep
it
you
from there.
updated.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
Okay, so we're going to create something and print it.
Okay, so this is Artspira.
Right, and we're just following the instructions one at a time since we're all new. So we're going to pick a pattern. This one looks pretty exciting. That's kind of cool, right? And I think we said done. And then we're going to pick a piece. And look at it, it's showing them in all the different parts. So it's showing them in all the different parts of the thing. So you can pick the one that you want. So I think this one's kind of cool.
Oh, that just changed. I love that. I've done
Isn't that cool? So then I can change it. I can pick, and look at it, it magically changes. So for every individual pattern, you have so many options, so many
press
choices.
done. I'll show
So I
you
press done.
Okay, now watch. Look at the effects right down there. See the bottom? I played with this already. So now you can show more.
Okay, look at that. I think I love this.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay. Now then go down to size.
So done.
You're done. Go down to size.
Size.
Now slide that. Show what it does.
Ooh.
Look at that. See how you can play with that?
How fun. Now let's
Okay.
make it little, just for fun.
Okay.
Look at that.
Wow.
Ooh, I think I like something right around there. That's pretty cool, right? So then done.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
Cool.
Okay.
And then now
What do you want to save?
I want to save it.
Save it.
So I'm going to save it.
Okay.
And we're going to call it CLB because that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Saving.
And then we're gonna print it. Okay. And I want.
See how yours turned out.
Okay.
So now I go to...
So what are you gonna do? You take
Okay, so we're going to take off the backing.
Okay, so that's a material that is for printing.
And this is
And
like,
that's-
I think they call it the carrier sheet. So what
And,
this
and that's
does-
typical for any
typical
type.
for any printed fabric.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to find the corner. I'm going to peel it off. Now we're just 100% cotton fabric. So once I peel this off, it's regular.
Let's feel how soft that is.
I know.
Isn't it amazing? That is truly, and look at how vibrant that is.
Mm-hmm. So remember, I took their pattern and I modified it the way I wanted to. So say I'm doing a project, right? I needed this particular color. I don't have to go to 49 different fabric stores to try to find this color.
Absolutely.
I can make this color, and this is perfect for my project.
Nice.
It's ready to go. Okay, so here's what we did. So this is a blank. It is a blank for a patch. So what we did is we sewed it. I sewed it to here.
Oh,
right?
but first, didn't you embroider it?
Well, of course, yeah. So you embroider it.
Okay, so we did that on a machine.
And check
obviously.
it out. I could literally have matched my thread to my colors that I did. Obviously, so you have certain threads. You can have different colors that you print.
So there's the fabric.
There's the fabric.
Again.
My design. Just
That's
saying.
awesome.
Just saying.
Perfect.
Just saying. So you do that, and all you do then is after you've sewn it to the bottom, I'm going to match the side seams. I'm going to sew on the side, give birth to it through the zipper, and then I have my own custom pouch
Nice, with your own fabric.
with my own fabric that I designed. Now remember, this is fabric that I designed, but could this not also be a family memory or whatever?
the
like, once
possibilities
again,
are endless.
Exactly, the possibilities. I'm
Okay.
speechless, and that's very rare.
Okay, so Kathy, okay, I want to turn this around here. Okay, so now let's take you through an experience that they showed us in the next room.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah, we go to the next
blow
room,
us
and
away.
it's actually beautiful. It's beautifully put together because, like I said, the creative possibilities are endless. It was like an immersive experience where you can take the machine, the printer, scan, cut, it all
Everything.
works together.
Okay, so let's go see that right now.
Right. It's just like Disneyland.
It is. It's really dramatic.
We're getting ready.
Come on in.
What do you think, Kathy?
Oh my God, this is so cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Artspira Immersion Gallery, a unique space where you can explore the incredible possibilities of innovative design, individual creativity, and endless imagination, all powered by Artspira, the all-in-one design platform by Brother. Here, you'll be immersed in a visually captivating environment that highlights the artistry and craftsmanship made possible by Artspira and its family of partner products. The room is decorated with inspirational projects, such as embroidered textiles, beautiful crafts, and unique artwork. The gallery is not just a visual feast, it also encourages hands-on exploration. You can engage with the Artspira app to experience it firsthand. Discover the user-friendly features and efficient elements, and see how they can bring your creative vision to
Create your own
life.
designs.
Take it to him.
The Immersion Gallery provides a sensory and interactive experience, one where you can witness the transformative power of
That's from
Artspira.
Artspira right there with embroidery, everything. Let's see, let's zoom in.
All right, so you don't have to go in any order. You can move all around, and if you have questions, or look for someone that's wow, creative.
There's the expression machine. Yeah, that's the thing.
You can interact on the iPads, and we have some exercises that you can design some scenes right in our spirit.
Okay, so we're outside of the scan and cut class. This is our next
Artspira.
an Artspira. Okay, so it's day 2. Obviously, we changed our clothes. So, anyway, let's come on to class. We're early, so again, there's
Right.
not as many people in this class here. So let's turn the phone around. Pick of the class right here. This is going to be filled. What do you say, Kathy? We a back row person, people.
We have what?
Should we sit in the back?
Well, yeah, because that way we can get the whole view of everything as we're doing our thing.
All right. So, okay.
Come on, we'll pick one back here. Our chariot for the day.
All right, there you go. All right, stay tuned. All right, so first of all, you notice that I'm not holding the camera, so I'll give a shout out to Jason Moore from Montevilla Sewing Center. By the way, I'm going to be up there in September doing the tech party, so I'll see you guys there up in the Pacific Northwest. But we just actually had an amazing class on the
Right.
scanning cat.
Right.
And see, I'm so much into embroidery applique, I forget that the rest of the world uses this for crafting, and it's quite amazing. So you know, this is what. I'm gonna say we made, but you'll see that they weren't my hands in this here. And so, but I will tell you what we did. We start with the Artspira app.
So we start with Artspira, and Artspira is a great app. You also have the Canvas workspace, right? But Artspira, what that has, it has a weekly magazine that comes out with tons of different projects, because all the different Brother products, they pretty much kind of integrate with each other. So you can take scan and cut. You can use it with the embroidery
And
machine.
then I showed you print moda, yeah.
And then the printing, oh my gosh, the printing, so you can put them all together. So we took the basic shapes in Artspira,
We went into bugs. I found those
We're
bugs in my
into
phone.
bugs.
Okay, so you see the butterfly, and then we did the different shapes on the butterfly, and then
Right.
finally
And
we
we
typed
put
in
it in
the
there,
smile.
and all using that Artspira app, because you can take it, you can take the shapes, you can manipulate them, you can even draw your own on that app, which means that you can take it all and you put it together. So what we did is we created the whole thing, then we cut it out
Well,
using,
no, it was sent to here. They already had it built in here.
well, because we're in a group situation.
Yeah. So yeah. So the whole thing about this, what is better about this? A quick
quiz.
here.
Okay.
What is better about the scan and cut than any other cutter?
Well, because it cuts it, and it cuts it pure, and it cuts it clean.
What is it called? Scan and cut.
That's
so,
right.
So we put the vinyl
failed the quiz.
on the
Oh,
mat,
no.
and we scanned it, so you knew where it was, right?
Placement, right,
Okay,
exactly.
so you were able to place it right onto, so guys, you see the bug on that, okay? And then the next thing, what I'm going to give you another chance.
Oh, no.
What's the next thing that we love about this?
Well, we have the
Cutting.
auto blade, so
Auto,
it cuts,
yes. It senses that.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, I did.
50%.
And up to 3 millimeters.
Up to 3 millimeters.
So I cut this out. Okay, it's got the vinyl. Well, actually, what is it? This is foam.
Here's what it does is what's so cool. It has the auto blade.
Yeah.
So the auto blade comes over and it checks the mat. And you can watch it do it every time. It checks the mat and then it comes over and it checks your material. Then it automatically sets itself. So you don't have to necessarily have a whole bunch of different blades that you're chasing. One blade pretty much does it all.
So it cuts it, and then when you peel it away, you see how easily it comes away. But the vinyl is something different. So the vinyl, you have what's called a half peck.
Right. So that makes sure that when you're cutting the vinyl, that it kind of slightly overcuts it, so that when you peel that outside layer away, you can see it. It peels away in just one quick fell swoop, and you're not going in and you're trying to take your little tool and do all the different kind of little stuff.
And then we have that transfer tape.
And then the transfer tape goes on, and it makes sure that your letters are all staying in the right orientation.
That's right. And then we
And
stuck it on.
take it, stick it on your little guy, and press it down, and then everything comes out perfect.
So voila.
Even we can do it.
We have these right here. And so again, crafting, embroidery, cutting, everything, you will see it all at the tech party coming up virtually August 20th, and then goes from the 22nd to 26th, and then you might see us in Portland after Labor Day. And then there's a place called Tucson, which is too hot right now, but I'm going to go there after that.
You know, the one thing about Tech Party is
Yeah.
you're going to leave and you're always going to be smiling.
That's good. Okay, so now we're going to see you in the next class. Okay, by now the world knows that there's a new series, the Stellaire 2.
Yes.
Yep, Stellaire 2. Now, what you're holding is a new magnetic hoop.
Oh my goodness.
That comes in the upgrade kit. That is for the Stellaire 1 series. Okay, that's the XJ1 and
Correct.
the XE2.
XE1.
Yeah, this upgrade kit makes it a 2. Okay.
Yes.
So I actually have created a video out there that talks about all the features, but we've got some great samples that we want to talk about. So you've been browsing these samples.
I've been browsing.
Show us one of your favorites.
Well, I don't know. How do you pick, right? So there's new monograms that come with the machine, which is, oh, I'm sorry.
But look at this. It almost looks like what's French knots.
Correct.
Okay.
And then there's accompanying designs, of course, with all of your different monograms. There's couching.
It comes with a foot. Both the upgraded and the new machine comes with a foot.
So you can take yarn, and with this special alphabet, and there's other just embroidery designs as well. So this is just some of the couching letters, and you can take the individual letters and do kind of fun stuff. There's all kinds of fun stuff that you can do.
Look at that owl.
I know that owl's gorgeous.
And I like it was done with the applique function. So that way you can put it on, almost adds a greater dimension, and also it's softer.
Right, and then you can do your applique ahead of time, and of course put it on whatever that you want to as far as the jacket goes. These are kind of neat. I like these. They're mock crochet. It looks just like a crochet design.
The texture.
Built into the machine. So of course you're making a lace, but of course when it comes off, you take out the stabilizer. It looks just like crochet, and you don't have to schedule your carpal tunnel surgery.
There we go.
It has matrix copy. Now there's a border function on the machine where you can repeat designs, but this makes that much more efficient, and it automatically fills up your hoop with all those different designs, and of course there's designs that are built in meant to be used with it. But look to the
there's the tapering. Okay.
And there's a tapering function.
That's for the XJ series, a sewing function.
Correct, yes, because the other one just isn't a sewing machine. It's not just embroidery, but it's embroidery.
More printed fabric from Print Moda, and the sheen on this. I had a person ask me, will it print on vinyl? Well, with this special laminate, it almost looks like a vinyl.
Well, I'm sure it would act like you would buy that fabric for, right?
Yep.
And
look at this is another one of the built-in designs that's added with the upgrade.
They just took that design and they repeated it. Now the machine has, of course, we've always had
Two-point laser.
correct. We've always had the positioning app, but now you have a 2-point laser, and that is just directly on in the hoop on your fabric, and you use that. It's pretty cool. It puts stuff exactly where you want. So there's so many ways to position something. If you don't get it right, it's not our fault. There's so many ways to get
There you
stuff
go.
on
So
there.
you're not taking the blame. So we've got more to show you, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're in the class and we're working with the Stellaire 2, the XE2, which is the dedicated embroidery machine. We are so many cool things. Okay,
So many cool things.
where to start? Well, first of all, I have to just, I'm excited about this new hoop for a lot of reasons. Number one, it is not the typical magnetic hoop.
No.
Okay, so what is, I know what I want to say, but you say
Well,
first.
there's other magnetic hoops out there, and even Brother makes some other magnetic hoops, and some of those are super robust, and that's great. This one's also robust, but not in the same way. When you put this one and you put your project in there, you can actually use the features of the machine to help you line up the project. And when you clamp on the magnet, it doesn't alter that because it's somewhat flat. It's still powerful, but it's flat and doesn't alter your orientation.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, I have to say that this is an optional hoop for the XE2 and the XJ2, but it comes with the upgrade kit if you have the XJ1 or the XE1. But this hoop also, they have an update for Luminaire customers that this will work in September for you. Okay, and so here's why you're going to want it. Now, as Kathy mentioned, it's a flatter hoop. Now, you have for your Luminaire, you have the sashing frame and the 10x10 frame, and those are beautiful frames, and they have that nice shaped side with the big magnets. That's really specifically made for quilting. Okay, not so much like what we do with this. Now, this will work with quilting, but as you see here, we hoop the stabilizer, laid this, what is this, like a banner material?
It's like a flag. It's like a pre-made flag material. Yeah.
We're able to position that and then use the magnets to hold. So it's so much more versatile.
Like I said, you bring up the feature of the machine that shows you where in the project you have edited your design and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of editing, that's coming up a little bit.
Yeah.
But then what you do is then you put the magnets on, and it doesn't change how you placed it. So it makes hooping's 10 seconds.
Oh, it is a must-have. This hoop, 7x12 inch embroidery area, as I mentioned, is ready for the Stellaire series. It will be with the Luminaire series in September. Then they're going to go to Essence, of course, with other models. It's 7x12, but it basically requires an 8x12 or greater embroidery field.
Right.
So what else we do now? We have the sample here. Tell us about the feature that we did.
Well, there's two things that are pretty cool.
Yeah.
One is the matrix copy. And the matrix copy, what that does, is it's kind of within your border feature, but it makes that more efficient, which means that when you bring up a design and you want to fill up your hoop or whatever you want to do, or you want to space things out, more importantly, you want to take this design and you want it to be a certain space away.
Yep.
You can bring it in there, you can do all your spacing, okay? And then just like other times in the border feature, you can put these little like flags in the corners so that
Registration
you
marks, yeah.
know how far you're going to be from the other.
Yeah.
And then that brings up the other cool feature.
Well, let me
Uh-oh.
finish this here. Okay, so first of all, we stitched out the one, and then we used the LED pointer.
Right.
And I love that what we did is we didn't even use any positioning other than we positioned it, then hooped it. So or put the magnets down. So it was so much easier. Sometimes we overthink. We
Well,
hoop
you
it.
don't even take the frame out of the machine. You literally bring up that pointer. It says this part of your project goes here.
Then you line up the other one,
You line it up,
and
you
then
slap
you
on the
put the
magnet.
magnets. It's
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
easy.
Okay, but then
Yes.
we put a BE 2023. That's Brother Experience. Okay, as we're going to name this is the Unauthorized Brother Experience Tour. Okay. And so that's what this whole thing is. So purposely, Kathy hooped this crooked. Now, notice I said you hooped it crooked because I would never hoop it crooked.
No, George, you never
Not at all.
would. No.
But that shows up, what is it? We'll show up the 2-point laser.
the 2-point laser positioning, which is, now you've always had the app where you can take a picture of it and put it in there, but you're relying on yourself to kind of get it in there good, right? But the 2-point positioning, what that does is it's precisely to the thread, positions it so that you're not necessarily going through because you can still go through the app, but you're just positioning it perfectly. The other thing is we use those marks in the matrix copy to know exactly where the center was.
That's awesome. So let's show us the finished product.
Okay. Take it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. So that way, just leave the hoop on. You know what I'm talking about. So the magnets, they're still shaped. They have this rigid shape, or not rigid, but and so they just go on perfectly. This is a must-have. That's perfect.
So the cool thing, and here's the thing, and then the other thing is we brought this in. This isn't a design built in the machine, but we used the no-sew feature to take out the bits that we didn't want.
So many things. So, with all this said, you've got to check out the technology party. Starting, it's actually the virtual technology party is this Sunday. Am I ready? I think I'm ready.
Well, you have to be.
I have to be ready. Okay, that's going to be on Facebook and YouTube, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Miss that, and you're going to miss a lot. Then I'm going to go to all my stores in Southern California, and then I'm going up to Portland and Montevilla Sewing Center, and then I'm going to Kathy's Sewing in Tucson. Technology party is where you get the best deals and the latest stuff. So I hope to see you all there.
Bye for now.
Wow, was that amazing?
I'm tired, George.
I'm energized because all we're learning. So here's the thing. I'm sure you want to know more about all this stuff. More. Okay. So here's what we have. We have the 23rd annual Sewing Technology Parties that starts actually August 20th. That's this Sunday. Hopefully, I've got all this up here. You're seeing this. This Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook and YouTube. I hate to tell you this, but it might be 4 hours. I don't know. I've got so much stuff to talk about.
So much.
It's crazy.
So much.
I don't know how I'm going to get the presenter. Wait, that's me.
You're going to do it.
All right, but then if you're local to Southern California, we have starting August 22nd, going to the 26th. We'll be at every location. Kathy Brown will be there, as well as several others from Brother. And so you don't want to miss this. If you miss this event, your friends are going to tell you, why weren't you there?
Right.
We have prizes. We have special deals. So you'll see all the new Brother stuff. You miss this event, you will miss a lot.
Exactly, and there's nothing, well, you got to see it to believe it, some of it. I mean, it's just...
I don't even believe it. I see it with my eyes. It's amazing. So, hope to see you then. Don't miss out. Facebook, YouTube on the 20th, 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Come into the store if you can.
Click on the link in the description. You'll find out more information. Bye for now, everyone.
See you soon.